Let's start with some breaking news that's coming in. The inquiry report into February's Budgam Chopper Crash has revealed that there were several rules that were flouted that caused the crash. At least 4 officers who were involved could face serious charges, including criminal charges. And officers, if found guilty, would face termination of services as well as imprisonment. Remember, the Indian Air Force helicopter crashed in February this year, killing 6 Air Force personnel and 1 civilian. Manu Pabi, Senior Editor of the Economic Times, joining us on the phone line. Manu, thank you for joining us. If you can take us through now what exactly this report puts forth and how serious would these implications be?
So there are 2 factors here. One is that what actually happened on that day. The inquiry report has now established that on that day, on 27th of February, an Indian Air Force ground-based system, a Spider missile system, was fired and shot down the helicopter. So that part has been established by the inquiry already. The second part is to find who all were to blame and what rules were flouted. In that inquiry, which is still ongoing, but it has reached quite an advanced stage, at least the role of 4 officers is under question. And it is quite serious because, remember, the charges they are facing could also be culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, which does carry rigorous imprisonment and cashiering from service. So the Air Force is very, very certain that it will employ the harshest provisions under the law against people who have been found blameworthy. It is very unusual. It is, in modern warfare that we have fought, it's almost unheard of shooting down your own, helicopter because of the various sensors available, the various data links that we have in service right now. So it is being seen as a very, very serious lapse, which will an example has to be set to ensure this doesn't happen again, to any of us.
Right. So, Manu, just for a little more perspective, if you can just take us through what really happened and, why is such a serious view being taken of this entire incident?
Yes, see, if you remember on 27th of February in the morning, Pakistani Air Force attacked our military bases in Jammu and Kashmir, especially the Navshera sector. At the same time, when these jets were coming in and we were countering them, and Wing Commander Abhinandan was in the air and he went close to the border. At the same time, a helicopter was flying close to Srinagar Air Base. And the helicopter was on a routine mission. It was just ferrying troops around. It was a friendly machine. It was coming into land when suddenly it crashed out of the sky. For the first few days, we didn't know what happened, but it was established later that it was shot down by one of our own missile systems. Now, that is extremely serious. Any pilot in the air doing routine mission, he does not need to be watching his own back so close to the airfield. So in terms of pilot morale, in terms of operational readiness, in terms of ability to carry out operations, this is a very, very serious lapse because you don't expect, your own systems to be turned against you. This is, in any other word you can use for this is fratricide. And that is taken very, very seriously. So the Air Force is very certain that they are not going to, brush anything under the carpet on this, that they will take full action. And action not only to punish people who are there, but also to plug gaps, because the inquiry will reveal, they already have revealed certain gaps in procedures in what more can be added and what more safeguards can be put on if new technology is needed to ensure this doesn't happen again. So the inquiry will plug all those gaps as well.
All right. Thank you, Manu Pabi, for joining us and explaining all those details and putting that into perspective.